How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and I'm back with my weekly vendor reset video. As a lot of you know, in these videos I show off all the vendor roles for the week, and while that's happening, I like to go over some standout roles for each class. Now, the armor sold by vendors is typically not the best, but once in a while they do have a piece with a total stat in the mid 60s. But usually these pieces are going to be best for newer players or for those trying to round out a specific build. Towards the end of the video, I will go over any notable roles on Banshee's weapons. These roles will change again at 7 PM Central Time on Wednesday, June 16th. If those new roles are worth talking about, I will make a small update video. Before we jump into it, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe as well. Alright, this week there are quite a few armor pieces to talk about. However, many of them are lacking recovery, which is a bit of a bummer, but there are still some really good pieces. I'm going to start with Warlocks. Devrim Kay is selling a helmet with 22 resilience and 20 intellect. This piece would be a great addition to a PvP build if you already have max recovery from your other armor pieces. This would help you get closer to tier 5 resilience, which helps prevent being downed in 1 crit and 2 body shots by a 120 RPM hand cannon. It also has some solid intellect, and who can argue with faster supers. Then Zavala has gauntlets with 22 discipline, 16 resilience, and 15 mobility. Again, with the lack of recovery, this is best for those with decent recovery already. With the combination of discipline and resilience, this would fit nicely in a PvP grenade build. The last piece for Warlocks is sold by 8-1, and it's chest armor with 22 resilience, 15 strength, and 14 discipline. This is similar to the last two pieces, so I would only recommend it if you already have high recovery. Moving on to Titans. Devrim Kay is selling leg armor with 28 mobility and 16 intellect. I'm not really sure what to say about this piece. If you're a Titan who loves high mobility, it's a good buy, but it doesn't have much else going for it. Either way, someone may find it useful, so I had to mention it. Then Shaxx has gauntlets with 27 intellect and 13 mobility. This is mainly for those who want to build into high intellect so you can get your super faster. Zavala is selling leg armor with 21 recovery, 13 intellect, and 12 strength. This piece has one of the highest recoveries for the week, so it gets an honorable mention. If you're new to the game, recovery is often considered the most important stat because it helps you get your health back faster. This is important for re-engaging in both PvE and PvP. Last up, Hunters. This week, Failsafe has leg armor with 26 resilience and 18 intellect. As with any armor with high resilience and intellect, I recommend it more for PvP and if you already have decent recovery. Then Devrim Kay has decent chest armor with 26 discipline and 18 mobility. If you love throwing grenades, this is a must buy, especially since Hunters benefit a lot from mobility because it's tied to the dodge cooldown. Zavala has gauntlets that get an honorable mention because they have 22 recovery, 15 strength, and 12 intellect. I'm including this one because it has a recovery stat over 20. Then Zavala has a really solid helmet with 30 discipline and 20 mobility. I don't think that there is much to say here except that faster grenades and dodges are never a bad thing. Hunters have another honorable mention at the Drifter. He is selling leg armor with 22 recovery and 25 intellect. I personally have a few builds centered on recovery and intellect, so I imagine this could be useful to someone out there. The last piece for Hunters this week comes from 8-1. She has gauntlets with 30 mobility and 16 intellect. As I stated already, the Hunter dodge is tied to mobility, which means this is great if you want to max out your mobility. With a masterwork and mod, this piece would have 42 mobility alone. Now I want to talk about Banshee's weapon rolls. Remember, these will change on Wednesday at 7 PM Central. First, he has an Aikilo sniper rifle which has a decent PvE roll with triple tap and disruption break. The only issue here is this weapon is affected by the masterwork bug. For those of you who don't know, some of Banshee's weapons won't have a masterwork, and Bungie is aware of this and it should get fixed in the future. I also want to quickly mention that this can generate Warmind cells. Then he is selling a memory interdict, which isn't too bad. It doesn't have spike grenades, which is a bit of a shame, but auto-loading holster and chain reaction are not bad perks for PvE. Anyway, that brings us to the end of my weekly vendor reset video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.